We all have memories that have impacted our lives, but sometimes we forget these memories and need a little reminder of these important events. A couple years ago, I went to Cameroon, Africa, and brought back with me this wooden giraffe. Today, I'm going to tell you why I went on this trip, how I found this giraffe, and how it came to be. It all started back the spring before the trip. A Cameroon man was traveling churches in the United States asking for things to send back to his native country. Among that list was a four-wheel drive truck to navigate the horrendous roads. My dad immediately became interested and invited him to have lunch with us. As the conversation resumed at the supper table, he began to tell us about the different programs he had set in place. The idea was simple: to use these programs to meet a physical need as well as to bridge that to a spiritual need. One of his biggest programs, and the one he needed the most help with, was a farming program that would produce enough food to feed the people and to have enough extra to sell for profit. We all became excited, for we have done this in our entire lives and knew we could help. The next thing we knew, my whole entire family and 5 other members from our church were on a plane headed to Africa. When we got in country, we never stopped traveling. Constantly, I made an entire loop around the country. Every time we stopped, the entire village would gather and we would begin to share our knowledge and faith with them in trying to improve their lives. At the end of our trip, we came to this huge marketplace where Ernest, the man that took us on this trip, told we could find any souvenir we needed. As we began to roam the packed aisles, looking for a memento to bring back to the United States, I became discouraged, for everything I looked at was made in China. I didn't want that. I wanted something special. So I asked Ernest, is there anything that was actually made here in Cameroon? He told me to follow him, and we went back to this far corner of the market where there's this little booth filled with carved figurines. He began to tell me about the significance of each of these wooden characters. Area village women had actually carved these for profit. Money was tight and they needed to sell these little figurines to provide food for their families. I was so excited, for this is what I had wanted. I bought a swan, a crocodile, an elephant, and a giraffe. When I got back home, I gave the other 3 away, but I kept the giraffe. And it sits next to my bed every day and reminds me of the amazing trip that we went on. Thank you.